Hello students, today we are going to start with the first chapter of physical chemistry, that is some basic concept of chemistry. It is the first chapter of 11th class. So let's start with the first topic, that is law of chemical combination. So we know that we have studied various reactions. All these reactions are following certain laws. They are occurring on the basis of certain laws, and these laws are known as law of chemical combinations. So there are various laws. First law is law of conservation of mass. Second is law of constant composition, or it is also known as law of definite proportion. Third is law of multiple proportion. Fourth is law of reciprocal proportion. Fifth is law of combining volumes, or it is also known as Gay-Lussac's law of combining volume. So let's start with the first law, that is law of conservation of mass. It was given by the scientist named Antoine Lavoisier. According to this law, according to the law of conservation of mass, during any physical or chemical changes, the total mass of the reactant is equal to total mass of the product. It means there is no increase or decrease in the total mass of the matter during any chemical or physical changes. So it was also defined in another terms, that is matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. It means matter is indestructible. It cannot be destroyed. But there are few reactions in which there is a change in the mass is observed. In the case of product, there is decrease in the mass of the product in comparison to that of the reactant, and these reactions are nuclear reactions. So the question arises where the mass lost during this reactions. So this was explained by the Einstein. According to the Einstein, this mass which is lost is converted into energy, and he explained it on the basis of E is equal to mc square, where m is representing the lost mass and c is representing the speed of light. Because of that, this law of conservation of mass is modified and it is named as a law of conservation of mass and energy. So according to this modified law, the energy and the mass are interconvertible, but total mass of the reactant and product will remain same during any physical or chemical change. So this is known as a law of conservation of mass and energy. So let's solve some problem on the basis of law of conservation of mass. So first problem, when 4.2 gram of sodium bicarbonate formula NaHCO3 is added to a solution of acetic acid weighing 10.0 gram, it is observed that 2.2 gram of CO2 is released into atmosphere. The residue left behind is found to weigh 12.0 gram. Show that these observations are in agreement with the law of conservation of mass. So let's see what is happening in this case. First of all, what is given in the question, you have to write it down. So in this case, sodium bicarbonate, that is NaHCO3, is 4.2 gram and it is added to the solution of acetic acid CH3COOH, which is weighing 10 gram. It is 10 grams. So what is happening? You have to complete the reaction. So there will be formation of sodium acetate and removal of H2O and CO2. So in this case, it is observed that, if you further read the question, it is observed that 2.2 gram of CO2 is released into atmosphere. It means 2.2 gram of the CO2 is removed from this product side. The residue left behind is found to weigh 12.0 gram. It means after the removal of the CO2, this is the residue which is left. Mixture of sodium acetate and water. It is weighing 12.0 gram. So we have to prove that this reaction is following law of conservation of mass or not. So during the chemical reaction, the total mass of the reactant should be equal to the total mass of the product. So as you can observe in this case, total mass of reactant, which is the mixture of sodium bicarbonate and acetic acid. So if you add the mass of the both the reactants, so it will be coming 14.2 gram. So the mass of the total mass of the reactant is 14.2 gram, and the total mass of the product is also coming 14.2 grams. If you add 12 with the 2.2, so it will be coming 14.2 gram. It means this reaction is following law of conservation of mass. Second problem on the basis of law of conservation of mass. If 6.3 gram of NaHCO3 sodium bicarbonate are added to 15 gram of acetic acid solution, so in this case also the similar reactants are taken as we have studied in the case of first question. The residue is found to weigh 18 gram. What is the mass of CO2 released in the reaction? So first of all, write it down, everything which is given in the question. So in this case, NaHCO3, which is sodium bicarbonate, it is 6.3 gram, and it is mixed in the solution of acetic acid CH3COOH solution, which is weighing 15 gram. There will be formation of sodium acetate having formula CH3CONA, H2O and CO2. So in this case, further if you read the question, residue is found to weigh 18 gram. What is the mass of CO2 released in this reaction? It means we have to find the mass of CO2, which is represented as X. If we represent it as X, then this will be residue which is weighing 18 gram, and it is given in the question. So on the basis of law of conservation of mass, we know that the total mass of the reactant is equal to total mass of the product. Total mass of reactant is equal to total mass of product on the basis of law of conservation of mass. So what is the total mass of the reactant? 6.3 plus 15. So the total mass of the product is 18 plus X. This 18 is representing the residue and X is representing CO2, the mass of CO2 which we have to obtain. So on addition, the total mass of the reactant will be 21.3. So when this 18 is subtracted from 21.3, then the mass of X, that is CO2, will be obtained, which is 3.3 gram. So this is the mass of the CO2. So this reaction is also the example of law of conservation of mass.